I want to quickly talk to you about Facebook for lawyers and what are the ways that your law firm can use Facebook this year. And again, you have to use Facebook methodically, you have to use Facebook ethically, you have to use Facebook strategically. So here are the facts I want you to think about. When you think about Facebook, I want you to think about 2.8 to 3 billion monthly active users. Now, of course, not all of them live in your area, that's for sure, you know. But the cool thing is that when you have such a massive amount of traffic every single month, you can really bet that Facebook becomes a very powerful tool that lawyers such as you and me should utilize to boost their law firm's marketing efforts. And it's really important to but you have to be methodical. You got to have a strategy. You got to have a plan also. Okay. Now, what should lawyers post on Facebook? The thing is that first of all, mastering Facebook advertising is pretty complex. Can be pretty complex, especially when it comes to the like linking the organic traffic to to your ads, okay, to your PPC strategy. So, what should lawyers post on Facebook? Lawyers can choose from many content formats and types. They can repost content from other relevant Facebook pages and repurpose content from other formats. However, your social media content must prioritize the following to attract and retain an audience: relevancy, value, and engagement. Think about those three, this trifecta: relevancy, value, and engagement. So let me give you a few hacks you can really implement today to start beefing up your Facebook advertising or your Facebook marketing campaign. First of all, you want to repurpose content for Facebook. Okay, the easiest way for you to use Facebook is to repurpose marketing content. This content might include blog posts, videos, and podcasts that are relevant to your practice area. For example, if you're blogging or podcasting, you can promote this content through posts on your law firm's Facebook page. Additionally, you can repost content from other relevant sources, including other social media platforms like Twitter, now called X, that are really valuable to your audience. They have to add value to your audience. And these sources include law firms in a similar practice area and reputable news and media sites. Next, you can have behind the scenes at your law firms. So, social connections and authentic conversations are crucial parts of social media. In particular, Facebook for lawyers is a great way to create a unique law firm brand personality. Facebook allows you to shed light to the more human and engaging elements of your law firm. Okay, so that's really good. So by creating a unique law firm brand personality, you'll have a higher likelihood of sparking more one-on-one conversations with your audience. And that's what you want anyway. When it comes to Facebook for lawyers, you also want to really pay attention to legal news and events in terms of content. Okay, as a lawyer, you likely already stay on top of legal news and events, especially if they are related to your practice area. So sharing this information on Facebook is a great way to inform others about the news. On top of that, you are establishing credibility, you are establishing thought leadership. Okay, that's really important. You also get the opportunity to comment on how the news affects the legal community and your potential clients. So by sharing the latest news and events, you can showcase your expertise and provide immense value to your target audience. Remember, when you post stuff on Facebook or Instagram or Pinterest or whatever social media you're thinking about, you got to always think about adding value to your audience. It's not about you trying to really, really flex your expertise. No, to the whole world. You are thinking about adding value to your audience. Otherwise, don't do it. Next thing you want to do, you want to incorporate humor. Also, humor helps a lot. Bringing a sense of humor to your Facebook content is an excellent way to engage with your target audience. Now, be very careful though with humor. You have to be really careful. Just ensure the type of humor you use is relevant, engaging, fits your law firm brand's overall messaging, and is not offensive. Please do not have offensive humor. I don't care what you think is offensive or not. When you look at it, when you hear it, you can tell whether or not this is outright offensive or borderline. Don't go there. Okay. So we actually recommend establishing humor guidelines at your firm to ensure that you deliver a consistent and appropriate message every single time. Additionally, you can pepper these types of posts throughout your posting schedule. This is because posting too much humorous content can take away from your firm's professionalism and overall message. I mean, you're not a comedy law firm. You are a serious law firm that's trying to really get qualified leads. Okay, so keep that in mind and don't really delve too much into the whole humor thing. Next, you want to answer questions to common client questions. Okay, you want to answer to common client questions. So the cool thing is that again, this goes back to what I said earlier. This helps you establish credibility, but also thought leadership. A recent Facebook study, found that nearly two-thirds of people state being able to send a message to a business made them feel more confident in the brand. So while face-to-face and email communication can help your law firm build a better client-centered experience, Facebook for Lawyers is actually an excellent communication tool because see, people can ask questions. No need to really schedule an appointment to actually call your office, whatever. No, it's direct. Okay, use the Facebook Messenger. So Facebook for Lawyers is also useful for connecting with potential clients. I'm speaking here about qualified leads. So as a legal professional, existing and potential clients they have asked you some common client questions. And these common questions may be generic or specific to your area, to your practice area. So you want to capitalize on this by creating Facebook posts to answer top legal questions. Take this strategy a step further and incorporate visuals to capture the audience's attention. Also, you want to maintain brand consistency. This goes back to what I said a little earlier about making sure you do not add too much humor, into the whole thing. So, brand consistency is actually just means that you are ensuring that all the content your firm publishes is in line with a similar message, color palette, letter font, visual style, and tone across all online and offline channels. Okay, if somebody were to read about your law firm's content on Facebook versus in the New York Times, the format, the tone should be the same. Not the format, the tone should be the same. That's really your brand voice. Okay. In addition, potential clients will better understand what you offer and you can connect with your target audience more easily. If people know who you are and what you stand for, they'll be more likely to connect with you. So by maintaining brand consistency, you can ensure that you don't post content with contradictory brand messaging on different channels. So creating branding guidelines will help your law firm establish clear rules and standards to maintain brand consistency for written and visual materials. These guidelines don't need to be extensive. Let me give you a few key items to pay attention to, like tone and voice. Identify your law firm's personality as if it were a person. As a law firm, you can adopt a tone and voice that's dependable, approachable, and professional. You can think about fonts. Choose a primary and secondary font and stick to them. This will help audiences identify your firm's brand and increase recognizability. Think about images. Outline the type of stock images and illustrations that your firm will use. And the color palette, similar to fonts, choose a primary and secondary color and stick to them. Let me talk to you about optimization here. We're still talking about Facebook for Lawyers. So how do you optimize your law firm's Facebook page? One thing you want to do real fast is that you want to really stick to a social media calendar. You need to maintain a social media calendar. It's actually tempting to post content on the fly. Don't get me wrong, I've done it too. But having a proper social media calendar and plan will ensure that you're not posting off-brand content or scrambling to find content to post. Utilizing a social media calendar helps keep your law firm on track with its social media marketing goals. A content calendar also helps ensure that you are posting content regularly and that your content syncs with existing workflows of law firm staff who work collaboratively with your team to bring your firm's social media to life. So to build awareness, we actually recommend you creating 2 to 3 Facebook posts per week, like Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And furthermore, ensure that at least one of these posts is original content, like a blog post, an answer to a common client question, or an advertisement for your firm's services. So that's the you want to maintain a social media calendar. You also want to set goals and track results. See, the whole thing is that you got to be in a situation, you got to be in a mindset where you're constantly tracking stuff. Okay, and in terms of setting goals and tracking results, this will also instill an extra layer of accountability within your team. Let me explain. When you set goals and track results, you are able to help keep your firms accountable for your marketing ROI, return on investment, and ensure that you are constantly optimizing social media marketing efforts. Additionally, tracking results allows you to identify areas of improvement and which types of Facebook posts your target audience actually like is engaging with the most, especially if you have multiple target audiences. So when it comes to Facebook for lawyers, and especially when it comes to optimizing your Facebook page, your attorney Facebook page, I want you to really increase visibility for your law firm's Facebook page today. How do you do that? Because you are maybe operating in a sea of other law firms, right? You have a huge competition going on right now. Now, posting effectively on Facebook for lawyers is a great way to gain a following from new audiences. But this doesn't mean you shouldn't leverage your existing clients. I mean, you probably have a clients off Facebook, clients that you haven't found from Facebook. You found them elsewhere. You can really leverage that network too. So to ensure prospective and existing clients can find your social pages easily, you want to add them to your email signatures, websites, and print media. So that's really good in terms of increasing visibility for your law firm's Facebook page. In fact, this is a strategy that you can actually use across multiple social media platforms, not just on Facebook. You can use if you have a Twitter, not called X handle. You want to put it on your business card, for instance. If you have a Facebook user ID, put it on your business card, put it on your QR code, or put it like whatever brand materials you have. So besides increasing visibility for your law firm's Facebook page, I want you to keep essential information updated. This is really important if you want to really increase your relevancy. You want to increase your accessibility. So it seems basic, but sometimes it's actually kind of challenging to find essential information on Facebook business pages. I mean, the About section on Facebook should include hours of operation, location, website address, social media channels, description of your firm and practice area, and contact information. And this had to be clear right off the bat. Okay, people shouldn't be really scrambling to find that information. Additionally, ensure your Facebook business category is accurate. This will increase your visibility on Facebook. Also, if you want to optimize your attorney Facebook page, I want you to really think about appointing a community manager. I mean, this depends. You can do it yourself, or you can have someone, let's say, from your team actually handle that aspect of things. If you find it difficult to manage Facebook in your legal duties, consider appointing a community manager. You can hire for this role internally or externally. Now, if you hire externally, that means you are outsourcing to a third-party organization. Okay, and the good thing is you have a lot of digital marketing agencies that can gladly take that and really do it for you. So you can have an SEO agency doing the community management aspect of things. Now, the community manager's duties include reviewing social media posts, engaging with visitors in the comments, and managing direct Facebook messages. And staying on top of your firm's social media presence is an important part of providing a client-centered experience. So this person can also be responsible for obtaining positive Facebook reviews, which will boost your firm's visibility and reputation. So that's kind of cool, especially when it comes to when it comes to instilling an extra layer of clarity. So you also want to build your relationships with local businesses, and this will help you out. You can say, well, why am I doing this offline and see the results online? It's because if you do it locally, you are going to see the impact big time. Okay, it may not seem worthwhile to build relationships with local businesses, especially if they're not legal focused. However, these types of relationships are beneficial to both businesses. Why? Because they actually help increase visibility and open the opportunity for online and offline partnerships. And that's what you want too. You want to be able to connect with people and organizations online, but also offline. So you want to follow, like, comment, and share on their posts on a regular basis. And this will help you build credibility. This will help you build accountability. This will help you build validation, if you will. So let me talk to you about the extras here. When you think about Facebook for lawyers, what are the extras you need to pay attention to? One thing for sure, Facebook for lawyers has to become, if it's not already, an important part of your marketing strategy. That's nothing you can do about it, okay? And because Facebook marketing for lawyers is, and running a firm's social media strategy, that those two, let's say those two concepts can be challenging. But if you keep in mind the top six, let's say, ways that I just shared with you in terms of managing your Facebook account, the social media channel can boost your law firm's brand awareness, reputation, and can help your firm gain new clients. That's what you want. You want to really make sure you have a positive ROI so that you are having qualified leads, and those leads can actually convert into paying customers. So that's really good. And so you have to really make sure that you are consistent. So when using Facebook for lawyers, you want to ensure the content your firm posts is relevant, engaging, and valuable, all while ensuring brand consistency. So by doing so, you are more likely to engage your target audience and increase your law firm's business. In addition, you can diversify your posts, share, let's say, original content, news and events, behind the scenes tidbits, and pepper in humorous posts. If you, but again, be very careful with humor though. You want to really be, you want to have a strategy, but you also want to have a few tactics that you communicate with your team members. So this is kind of important. One thing for sure, you always have the opportunity to outsource the work to a third party. If you need help managing the Facebook account for your firm, consider talking to an expert or a law firm marketing consultant who can analyze your platform and build an extensive social media strategy. Especially if you are in a very competitive field and you feel like you might really need a pair of helping hands, then you can just outsource the whole thing instead of hiring somebody internally. Just outsource the whole thing, so you don't have to interview the person, you don't have to vet the person, you don't have to do anything. Just like pay the agency or the company, and they will take care of everything for you. So here's a quote into this conversation. I spoke to you about Facebook for lawyers. I'll give you the facts, the optimization, the extras, and now the quota. Thank you so much. God bless you. I will see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.